G. Bush, Emoni Bates, G League All-Star, victory lap. Go.
Listen, first of all, according to most of you, Emoni Bates would either be dead or in jail by now. With the narrative,
might as well be. He's in the G League.
With the narrative that you gave out, he's a thug. He's a thug.
I've never called a player a thug ever.
Who said that? Listen. They got to keep an infrastructure around him. I don't know what kind of, does he have a skill set? Oh my goodness, listen.
They did say that
he's the best. Guidance. He is the best player in the G League. Not only did they say he'd be out of the league.
It's like being the tallest person a short person.
Hold on, don't do that. We're not going to diminish it.
We're not going to diminish it.
I'm very much going to diminish it.
They told me he couldn't shoot no jumpers. They told me.
No, they never said that.
No, they said, is he really a knockdown shooter? Sure, he's a knockdown shooter. You see his numbers and you see his stats. Matter of fact, to be truthful, G must be right about a lot of stuff, though. DeJuan Jones, I'm going to piggyback that move. He just became the best tackler we got. And somebody said, you know what, DeJuan Jones is out of shape and he going to throw up.
Go Bucks.
No, Emoni Bates. I said Sam Merrill was a ball player. G. Bush is Summer League. No one watches Summer League. Well, watch him shoot 45% in the league on boys.
Best shooter on the Cavs.
Greg Porter Jr. These guys will never see the light of day. He started meaningful games for them. And guess what? Emoni Bates is on a 2-year deal or 2-way deal. He got 50 games he can play for the Cavs. The man is a knockdown shooter. 4-5 threes a game.
Listen, if Evan Mobley ain't going to take him, we might as well get
somebody out there.
So I hate to really piss all over your victory parade.
You can't do that. How?
But I'm going to read his. Listen,
sound like something a hater would do, G.
Listen, nobody was bringing him in to dominate the G League.
Oh, yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Everybody said.
No, they weren't.
It's a stepping stone.
Everybody said, listen, if this kid's still in the league in 6 months, it'll be a miracle.
Okay, so I'm going to read to you his NBA stats. Are you ready?
He's played 10 games, by the way.
He's played 10 games.
I already know. I memorized them.
Yeah, they're not good.
1.6 points a game, right?
Oh, no.
What are you averaging?
No. So he's averaging 1.8 points. Let's not short him.
Okay.
He's averaging a rebound a game.
Okay.
He's averaging less than an assist per game.
Okay.
This is where I have a real problem with.
Okay. Look.
His field goal percentage.
Okay.
Is 24%.
Can we talk about sample size?
Let me forget that, Jay.
His 3-point percentage is 25%.
Let me talk about sample size,
guys.
No, give me an example.
Give me this. Mike, you're the most knowledgeable basketball fan in this room, I would say. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
I hope so, yes.
Or is it Earl? I mean, Earl's a big-time basketball fan.
I give the nod to.
Are you saying that just because he's black?
Earl can't. No, he's a fan, but Earl can't dribble.
Earl can't shoot.
Earl can't dribble between his legs.
Just because
Mike
you can't
played
play
college basketball. The nod goes to Mike.
We need to stop that because that's not.
Gee, that was good. Gee, that was
all right.
Mike
and Earl. Okay. What do these guys have in common? You ready? Ron Howard, Otheus Jeffers, Tim Frazier, Jarnell Stokes, Vander Blue, Lorenzo Brown, Chris Boucher, Frank Mason, Paul Reed, Traveling Queen.
They were all MVPs of the G League.
And Carlick Jones.
They were all G League MVPs.
Last decade. How many of those guys have I think there's only one. I think there's one.
Paul Reed is currently hooping right now for the 76ers.
Minimowski.
He's on the roster.
But yes.
Look, Chris Boucher's an okay player in the NBA.
Vander Blue is a pretty good player in college.
You can just, you know what? In college, you can just ask Mike. Mike.
B-ball Paul is legit, though. He can play.
In general, the G League. It is maybe of all the sports, because there's no really minor league for the NFL. It's college football. But of all the sports that have a feeder league system, that is the one that, for me, I value the absolute least. What you have on any given night is 10 different guys running around a court with 10 different objectives, all trying to get the eyes of an NBA team.
So let me give you an example.
He's a good G League player.
I'm going to listen.
I'll give you that.
Hold on. Mike never answered the question. Are any of those guys any good? Go ahead, Mike.
I mean, like I said, Paul Reed is a legitimate rotation guy in the Sixers.
Okay.
They're serviceable, though. Nobody's a star.
But there's no star to that group.
And Chris Boucher also.
Chris Boucher's a good rotation guy. Yeah.
Is anybody else, any of the other guys even play in a league?
Read me the names again.
Carrick Jones, Travelin' Queen, sounds made up.
No.
Frank Mason.
Traveling Queen.
Frank Mason was
Well,
really
you're a
good college
basketball player and your
See-
nickname's Traveling.
See, but they telling on themselves, Tyvus.
What?
That because you read names of people that play in these other G League games. But if you were watching the G League and you was watching Summer League, I gave you 3 examples of guys that was on the Cavs team that are contributing this year. What are you
wait
doing?
a
You
second.
get credit for Porter and Merrill, 100%.
But it shows you
Yeah.
what happens when you give a guy an opportunity and you put him through
wait
the
a
system
second.
and you develop.
But you haven't been vindicated on him because he hasn't done anything in the league.
Because he hasn't played in the games.
Because he's not good enough.
Oh, here's the thing.
Right now.
Well, here's
Right
the
now.
thing. If I could give you 3 names of guys that are contributing to a team that's 5th in the NBA, 4th in the NBA, don't even put his stats up. You put me
Well,
Merrill.
those guys are now done contributing because
Put me Merrill stats up. See, this is ridiculous. Put me Merrill stats up.
This is ridiculous.
Because he's one of the best knockdown shooters in the month of January.
In the
if
G
you've
League.
been watching,
In
no,
the G League.
Sam Merrill
No,
in
talking
real
about
life.
you're talking about Sam
not
Merrill.
anymore
Yeah.
though, G.
In real life.
He played 6 minutes last time.
Guess what?
No,
Mobley came back.
He played 7.
Let's keep it
Sorry,
clear.
7.
Yeah.
Let's keep it clear.
Well, that's probably
Sam
more
Merrill
likely
on
what
the
he's going to see
season,
moving
G's
forward.
averaging 8.5 points, 42% from 2, 42% from 3.
42% for
You
3-point.
know what he is? He's a really good role player.
But guess what?
He's going to be an off-the-bench 3-point shooter.
What did you
I'm
expect from the
giving
G
you
League?
that. But G, I'm giving you credit for that.
So-
That was a good call.
And
So,
for
hold on.
Porter, too.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Again, you know what translates from G League to NBA?
Shooting.
Jump shots.
Shooting.
But didn't all
Yeah,
these
but
other
G
guys
shoot
shoot jump shots?
24%.
Hold on. Watch this.
Who?
Sam Merrill went from there
boy
to here.
Emoni.
It's translatable. He went from there lighting people
It's
up
only been-
to he's lighting people up now.
It's only
and
been
not,
10 games.
And it's not against.
24%,
And listen, and it's
10
not
games.
against. It's
That's
against
a
the
field goal
Milwaukee
percentage.
Bucks.
You
It's
can get-
against top teams.
Merrill?
Yes.
That's a fact.
It's
I'm not
quiet.
making it up, Ty.
I'm just.
I mean, Jeremy Lin lit up people for a couple of weeks, too.
Everybody ain't a superstar. The reality of it is,
Yeah.
Emoni Bates has a skill set. Is he the greatest person in the world, like in terms of all-around basketball players? No. But the skill set translates. When Emoni Bates can shoot now, he can shoot in the league. He's shown you that. Go back and watch. Look at some preseason games.
He
Here's
just
a lot.
hasn't done it yet in regular season NBA games. He's 5 of 20. Small sample size.
That's fair.
But
Yeah. I don't think what he's done in the NBA matters to me at this point. He has played extremely well in the G
Yes.
League. I'll give you that. Maybe it's going to translate, but to this point, they don't think he's good enough to play in the NBA.
We
Is
did it,
that fair?
Emoni. Hey, Emoni, we did it. You hear?
don't
did it.
don't annoy him because if you do, then he thinks he's made it. He hasn't made it.
He's strong
Hey.
enough to understand that.
We got